these right here, Air Jordan 6 reverse infrared, but they're calling them Infrared Salesman, black and light crimson 215. They're saying that this is the closest version of the shoe that Jordan actually wore himself. Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beats TV. Come here today, no special video. What's good? What's happening YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beats, and I'm back with another copper drop video for you today. Alright, so today we're gonna jump right into the sneakers app. As you can see, I got it pulled up, and we're gonna talk about some of the upcoming sneakers for the month of January and some of the hot sneakers that's getting talked about for the month of February, y'all. I know it's been a minute, but please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna jump right into it. All right, y'all, so before we jump into it, let's quick jump into what just recently dropped. All right, today, January 19th, is Monday. Happy MLK Day, y'all. We gotta keep MLK Day alive because, yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. All right, but so what's in stock right now, y'all, that dropped this weekend? So, you know, a bunch of the Dornbacher, the yearly Dornbacher sneakers dropped in that, and that Dornbacher 17 was the big hype. Me personally wasn't a major fan of it. I do like the 17. I got a pair of 17s, but the design was cool on it, but I knew it was going to be very limited, so it wasn't even a thought in my mind about that. But big shout out to Dornbacher for doing that. Big thing, Air Jordan 4 dropped this weekend. Flight Club 4s dropped. I already had got a pair early. I got a review up on my page if you hadn't seen it. And I actually bought a pair and sold it for a little bit. You know, got a little bit of over retail on those, and it was what it was. These are still sitting. However, they didn't sell. This was kind of a 4 that you didn't need at the top of the year. It's a cool shoe, good materials. Flight Club got the history and all of that, and the nostalgia, but a lot of people are sitting on these. These will be on sale at your local Nike outlet. All right, but for $220, people wasn't going for it, not with all this stuff that's about to come up. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. We may revisit what's in stock, but let's look at what's up and coming. So tomorrow, January 20th, you got 2 pair of Dunk Lows. You got an Army olive and black and a black pair. I actually think these are some dope dunks. If you're in the market for dunks, these is a dope pair to have. They look very cool, very casual. You can wear these business casual, whatever you got to do. I'm cool on the dunks, but I think it's a dope shoe, so they drop tomorrow. If you're interested, check those out. All right, then also tomorrow you got those Nike SB Air Max 95 black and anthracite. I definitely think this is a dope shoe. What was the price on these tomorrow? Let me just double check. $185. That's not too bad for Air Max 95. Look at that shoe. It's a very dope shoe, very good materials. Got that brown, that leather, those different shades of leather. This is a dope shoe, y'all. Like, if I was in the market for shoe in general, or Air Max, like, this would probably be one I would go for. But for right now, I'm good on that. Let me know how y'all feel about this one right here, but I think it's a dope shoe. It would be a cop if I was looking for that right there. And then also tomorrow, on January 22nd, you got these. Now look, I might low-key just go for these just to see if I can hit a pair. And I like this colorway, but you got the Shai 001s. All right, the SGAs, Aris Gray, retail for $130. That's not too bad. Very iconic shoe. I wanted the first ones that dropped in that one colorway, that tan colorway. Then they dropped a bunch of different colors, the light blue, the black, the red. But this is a dope shoe. They're going to keep dropping them. It's a Converse, but you know Converse is owned by Nike, so that's why you always got that. And Shai is such a dynamic player. I like to collect player shoes. I got Kyrie's, I got Barkley's, I got Iverson's, I got Jay's, I got Kobe's, and the list goes on and on. So it would be nice to have a pair of Shai's in my collection, Anthony Edwards and all of that, right? So that's dropping on the 22nd, but probably gonna be hard to get as well unless they start mass producing these. But I think if they keep the mystique on those, they'll definitely continue to be a dope shoe like they are. But let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, also on the 22nd, you got some Kobe merch and some Kobe shoes dropping. So basically, commemorating Kobe dropping 81 points. He did that on the Toronto Raptors. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, so they got a t-shirt and a hoodie dropping along with the kicks. Very, very dope t-shirt of Kobe, y'all. Mamba mentality. T-shirt is retailing for 60 beans. 60 bucks for a t-shirt, and the hoodie is probably over 100 bucks easily. So that's very dope, y'all. Big shout out to Kobe. And then that same day, you got these Kobe Protro ones, purple, white, and black dropping. Check these out. Funny story about these, y'all. This is such a true story I'm about to tell y'all. And if you know, you know. Some of y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. It was a time when the Nike outlet was full of these. I mean, like overstocked of these. You could get these for 29 bucks. No joking. 29, 30, 40 bucks. And I kept saying I was gonna buy me a pair. I actually bought a couple pair of Kobe's back then. I sold them on eBay. And now looking at it, not because Kobe passed. This was before Kobe passed when they were sitting on the shelves. But I just like the shoe. Like, I'm so tired of the 8s and the 6s. Although I think the 6s is the best silhouette. Man, I really wish I could grab this shoe right here. Or I had grabbed it back in the day. But it is what it is, man. I think this is a dope shoe. Just to have basketball. But they retailing for $210. They're not playing no games, y'all. From 29, 30 bucks to $210. And I'm telling you, the whole Nike outlet was full of these things in this pretty much same colorway. So it is what it is, man. Rest in peace to Kobe, one of the greatest to ever do it. All right, so you got those dropping on the 22nd. On the 23rd, you got some women's 90 shocks. I'm not gonna click on those. Another colorway of the women's Nike shocks, a brown colorway. Then you got some gear dropping. I wonder what these are. These in relation to those shoes? Oh, I like the little the fleece jacket. Those are nice looking fleece jacket. Team USA Therma. That's cool. Okay, you got more of that. You got the long sleeve shirts. That's very dope. Now on the 24th of January. Now this one is kind of left field. I wonder how these are going to do, but you got the Air Jordan 9. Is this Flint and French blue for $215 on the 24th. I wonder how this shoe is going to do. I'm going to tell you how it's going to do. It's going to sit on shelves because the Olive sit and the UNC sit. These aren't better than either one of those by any means. Now the cool gray 9s did go, but I think it was limited quantities of these. But I got a feeling there's gonna be a lot of these sitting around. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know if they sell out. Cool. Not a bad shoe. I'm not a huge fan of Jordan 9s. Do have the 2-3 on the back. But I'm not a huge fan of Jordan 9 personally, so maybe I'm just biased. But if you like it, I love it. That's a pass for me. That's a drop. All right, what else? All right, 27th, you got some women's Air Superfly. And then on the 27th, you also have Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Bronx, Girl Skate Black, and Challenge Red. That's a lot. That was a lot, right? Retail for $140. These is kind of cool. I like these. Are these specifically women's shoes? What's the sizes? Don't really say the size, but it does say Bronx Girl Skate. So they might just be in women's sizes, but overall, I like the shoe. Yeah, these are women's shoes. Whenever they had a little gold piece on the front, is that supposed to be like a gold grill or something? New York City exclusive. This is a dope shoe if you like dunks and skating. Pretty dope. Gotta get that glittery look on them as well. So cool shoe right there, y'all. If you into that, grab those on the 27th. All right, that's a pass for me though, of course. That's my daughter's one up here. And then what else? All right, boom, boom, boom. Y'all ready? Here we go. Boom. So on the February 14th, we jumping all the way from the 27th to February 14th. It'll be some more shoes that get filled in between those dates, of course. Did these shock drop or something exclusive access that I missed? Ain't been a lot of shock drops that I've seen. It's been restocks, but not shock drops. But these right here, Air Jordan 6 reverse infrared, but they're calling them Infared Salesman, black and light crimson 215. They're saying that this is the closest version of the shoe that Jordan actually wore himself. So I have the pair that dropped in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. I could be saying the day wrong. No, it's way before 2019. 2000. Don't let me get the lying. I got the pair. My pair, however, has the Nike Air on the back is in black. All right, so that's the biggest difference in the last pair that dropped in these is that you got the infrared Nike Air on the back. Air Jordan 6, that infrared. I don't always like the infrared. Sometimes it come off a little too bright, but this is an iconic shoe. Wouldn't be surprised if it's sold out. Hadn't been a lot of 6s dropping lately other than the A Near 6s. So I think these is pretty dope right here. What y'all think? Leave a comment down below. Yeah, this is a dope pair. I was gonna pull my pair out, but it's so deep in a stack of shoes. I said, nah, I ain't got time for that right now. But dope shoe, y'all. Look at it. Very, very dope. Definitely would like a pair of these, but I got a pair, so I'm cool unless these end up sitting, which again, if they made a bunch of pair, they're gonna sit. That's just what's going on. That's just what's going on. But leave a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about these 6s, y'all. I really dig them, and you know, I hope people get a pair if you don't got a pair already, or if you really want a pair. But that's pretty much it on what's upcoming on the sneakers app, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel about all of that. Let's go back to the in stock real quick. We already talked about the flight clubs. You see a bunch of the Dornbachers are sitting. The Air Force One Dornbachers are sitting. The D&A's, the women's Vomero Plus are sitting. So it's a lot of Dornbachers sitting. Most people wanted those 17s. Another pair of bronze that's on here sitting. Like I said, you can get the bronze 23s. I seen the pair at the outlet. So they started to get there with the last couple pair he's released. These Ja 3 Lunar New Year. A lot of people was talking about how dope these are, that brown and orange colorway, but there's pairs available for that as well because they flooding the market with the Jaws, and there's a few pair that I know people want, those Jurassic Park colorway, and then it's this icy blue colorway I've seen that's real dope. So I like the Jaws though, but that's pretty much it on what's in stock. And yeah, so we're gonna keep it at that, yo. The big thing right now is these Air Jordan 6 reverse infrared. They calling them Infared Salesman, which I don't know where they get that name from. And then of course these cool gray 9s, and then these Kobe's are gonna fly. I can almost guarantee you that these Kobe's are gonna fly off the shelves. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think and what you plan on copying or not copying out of this, what we just went through. It's your man OG Bo Beats. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.